The time has finally arrived for us to get started.
Have you ever had that feeling that you want to do something meaningful? You want to make a bigger impact? You want to share your love for creativity with those in your community, but you hesitate, you hold back, for whatever reason? We've been there, we know how you feel. My sister and I had completely different lives before we started our Kids Crafting Club. We were overworked, stressed out, and we had zero flexibility. Something had to change. So we took the leap and we started our own Kids Crafting Club. It wasn't easy from the start, but we learned, and now we know what works and what doesn't. Once we had a winning recipe for success, we started rolling out more and more clubs, helping women embrace their dreams of growing as creative leaders. This led to a ripple effect which impacted thousands of little lives through creative crafting. Women helping kids develop confidence to create and experiment, allowing them to thrive as critical thinkers and problem solvers. We started dreaming of sharing our learnings with even more women across the globe. And that's how the Creative Crafting Club was born. An inclusive program that teaches women worldwide how to start and grow their very own kids crafting clubs. Because we believe that now more than ever people need connection. People need community and the power of creativity. And we believe that we as passion-driven creatives need to roll up our sleeves to stand up for our purpose and to make a positive impact on the children in our communities. Now is the time to do what you love. Now is the time to make a change and go for it. And our goal is simple. Our goal is to equip you with a proven plan to start and grow your own Kids Crafting Club, to create more freedom and flexibility, more impact, and to inspire creativity in our youth. It's about reducing stress, doubt, and fear. It's about doing something you are passionate about. It's about designing a life that will allow you to be more present in the lives of those who matter most when they need you most. A Kids Crafting Club creates a safe environment for kids and families to connect with one another in a meaningful way, to explore, to develop, and create. We truly believe that we are better together, and we'd be honored to help you to use your passion for crafting and creativity to make the difference you were born to make. Let's get started.
All right, welcome everyone. We're so excited to have you here for today's workshop. The time has finally arrived. Before we dive into the training, I have the pleasure of introducing two incredible women, Christelle and Steph. With backgrounds in architecture and engineering, they began teaching arts and crafts classes as a fun side project back in 2018. But their classes quickly grew, and within just 2 years, they were running at 61 locations. Their success sparked a bigger mission: to help others do the same. They took everything that they learned and created an online community to support people around the world. Today, over 10,000 people in more than 80 countries have used their training to launch and grow their very own kids' craft clubs. And now it's your turn. This workshop is designed to give you guidance and confidence to start your own club and create a business that brings income, freedom, purpose, and joy. So get ready to be inspired, take notes, and absorb as much as you can from these two absolute powerhouse women. Without further ado, please join me in welcoming the founders of Creative Crafting Club, Christelle and Steph.
Hi, Mia. Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone. We're so excited to be here with you today.
Ladies, I'm really excited about today's presentation. Can you tell us why this workshop is so important for everybody watching?
Well, Mia, in this workshop, we'll guide you from feeling overwhelmed and scared of failure to confidently move forward and avoid some big mistakes that we've made.
So this workshop is loaded with lessons learned and tons of examples. So be sure to take a bunch of notes. It's going to be so much fun.
Okay, great. Thank you. And with that, I'm going to shut off my webcam and hand it over to you for the presentation.
Thanks, Mia.
Thanks, Mia. Bye. Okay, let's get started. So Christelle and Stefanie here from the Creative Crafting Club, and we are absolutely thrilled that you're joining us for the free workshop today. This is so exciting.
Absolutely, so exciting. We are tuning in from Cape Town, South Africa, and we want to know, before we even get started, where are you joining us from? So get in the comments and let us know. Welcome, everyone. Thousands of people signed up for this workshop, and we want you to be really active in this chat. We are going to be responding to comments a lot. We are going to be asking a lot of questions, and we want to hear from you.
So give us a yes right now in the comments if you promise to stay engaged, to answer our questions, no matter how silly they may sound. Give us a yes if you're going to be with us here the entire time. So let's see those yeses come rolling in. Okay, I see some of them already. You guys are on fire already.
Oh, look at that. Woo, woo, woo. People are on fire. Yes. I love the energy.
Wow.
Amazing. Okay, Christelle, let's get the slides up. Now, because we have an action-packed workshop, the first thing I want you to know is that there are special bonuses waiting for you right now. So look in the chat box section right now. Your special bonuses are waiting for you. You're probably wondering what these bonuses are. They are so good. So let's quickly zoom in on them.
Okay, you are getting 3 done-for-you STEM-based craft lesson plans for 3 age groups, so ages 2 to 3, ages 4 to 6, and ages 7 to 12. These are topical, fun, and age-appropriate crafts. So you can grab these bonus lesson plans at any time. They're going to be in the section, in the comments section.
Okay, so now, as you can see, we've got some slides to share with you. So you'll see us pop in and out, but just know that we are here with you the entire time.
Okay, since we've got so much to cover, grab a pen and a notebook and be ready to take tons of notes, because I promise you that this will be the best workshop you will ever attend if you stay fully focused with us the entire time.
We will be giving away loads of awesome prizes today to the value of $356 to some lucky participants. Here's how it works. The more you engage in the comments, the better your chances of winning are. So we will be selecting names from the comments. So make sure you comment.
Okay, and I think we should start right now with the first prize.
Why not?
So the first prize is the Mascot Family Collectible Design. So these are great to hand out after each month or term. It encourages kids to come back and again to your classes. We all know how kids love to collect them all.
So we made a short video to show you what this prize is all about. Type me, anything else in the comments if you'd like to win this awesome prize today. As I mentioned, we'll be picking winners and posting the names right here in the chat. So don't go anywhere and keep your eyes on that chat box.
Here we go.
Okay, let's dive in. Congratulations, everyone. Did you see who the winners are? Well done, everyone. We are so happy for you. I'm like, let's go. Let's get the presentation on the road. All right, let's dive in.
Okay, welcome to this very special exclusive workshop where you'll learn the 4 easy steps to start a craft club that gives you income and flexibility. It's hosted by ourselves. I'm Christelle, and this is Stefani. We're the founders of the Creative Crafting Club.
In this workshop, we'll show you how to make the ultimate shift from struggling to get started, feeling overwhelmed and scared of failure, to finally hosting your first craft class with confidence, even if you don't have business experience, an art degree, or a venue. Are you excited? Give us a yay in the comments if you are. Okay, so why are you here? You are probably here because you're an educator, a former teacher, a homeschooler, a mom, a creative, or someone looking for a way to make money while enjoying flexibility, finding purpose, and making a positive impact in children's lives. Why are we here? We are here to show you how we've done it, expanding our club to 61 locations, quitting our 9-to-5 jobs, and gaining flexibility in our lives. We'll show you how others have done it and how you can do it too.
Now, we want you to stay with us until the very end because we've got another extra special bonus for you. So we've also included 2 step-by-step art video tutorials that come with done-for-you instruction templates, marketing designs, and photos to market your club. So these art templates are ideal for all ages. Don't you just love that slide?
Our second stay till the end bonus today is our highly sought after supply directory. This means you'll get access to a list of wholesale and discounted art and craft suppliers specific to your country. Don't miss out on this incredible bonus.
We have seen time and time again that those who follow through with what we teach in this workshop succeed. And that is why we want you to stay with us until the very end.
All right, now I know it's easier said than done, but I want you to turn off all distractions because no distractions means you will get the very most out of this workshop. We want you to be fully engaged and take part actively. The comments will go fast, so we might not see your comment while we're talking, but our team will be collecting questions throughout, and then we will answer them all at the end.
Okay, before we dive in, let's quickly talk about mindset. Even though this workshop is packed with hands-on examples and tasks, your success starts with a growth mindset. Some concepts may feel easy today, others a bit more challenging. That's normal. Stay open, engage, and trust the process.
In today's workshop, you'll see how much we love sharing real stories from our community. We do this because we want you to see the possibilities waiting for you. It's so easy to fall into the trap of thinking, oh, she had more time, more experience, more resources, or maybe she's just smarter than me. But let me tell you, none of that is true. This opportunity is open to everyone. So when you hear us say, if she made it happen, just know that you can too.
So take Jo, for example. She runs a thriving club with full classes. And here's what she shared with us. I have no qualifications, no art degrees. I don't even own a car. It's possible to start and grow a successful club without these things. And you can too.
Okay, so let's get to work. Kicking off with secret number 1. We have worked with thousands of club owners over the years, and we see the same thing happen over and over again, and it's this. The one big mistake most new club owners make is trying to do all the things when they're starting out. Trying to do all the things when you're starting out will lead to overwhelm. We get it because we've been there. When you're just starting out, you are so excited and you want to do it all. And you want to say yes to everything and everyone. You want to teach toddlers and preschoolers and teens and adults. And you want to teach at schools and run workshops and host parties and events and start an online membership and sell kits.
I keep on nodding my head here.
That was us. Does this sound familiar? Now, there's nothing stopping you from growing into doing all of these lovely things. But when you're starting out, trying to do everything at the same time will only make you feel overwhelmed. Even worse, it will make you achieve less as you don't have a clear focus. So how can you avoid this? You can avoid overwhelm by gaining focus. All right, so next we are going to share with you a quick sticky note challenge. This will show you how to get clear on what you will focus on first. We don't want you to do this right now. Please do it after the workshop. Here's how it's going to work.
Grab sticky notes on a Sharpie and let's start brainstorming some possibilities.
From years of experience and seeing thousands of people in our community grow successful clubs, we've found that in-person classes are by far the best way to start. They're the fastest path to getting students and earning consistent income. We'll briefly touch on DIY kits and online teaching too, so that you can see the growth potential for later. But if you want the quickest results, in-person teaching is where to start.
Okay, should we do a quick example? Let's dive deep into the opportunities with teaching in-person classes. The first question you need to ask yourself is, who is it for? What age group do you want to work with? So for our example, we'll say ages 2 to 12, because that's where we and most of our members, do, and it works wonderfully. A quick tip, we recommend dividing classes into separate age groups. So we do it to ages 2 to 3, 4 to 6, and 7 to 12 years for the best age-appropriate experience. Next, write down all the services you can offer. First up, weekly after-school classes. We love this option because kids come week after week, which creates recurring income for you, and that gives you great stability. And then there are also one-off type offerings, camps, kids' parties, workshops, and events. Think of special holidays. So give us some more ideas if you have any in the comments. Next, let's talk about your venue. Think about your students. Where do they gather? First up, schools. Schools are your number one opportunity for this reason. The kids are already there. This is the biggest opportunity right now. Think about it. Schools are always looking for quality after school programs. Parents love the convenience, and you get instant credibility by being associated with the school. This is where we have found our biggest breakthrough, and it's completely transformed our business and many of our members' businesses too. So Cara summed it up so well. Let me just find Cara's video.
Schools aren't going away. Kids aren't going away. And this is just, it's to me, it's a no-brainer because they're here. The audience is right here, and the school just takes care of that. I don't have to go out and find my own kids. The school district has them.
So here are some school options to consider: elementary, primary schools, preschools, kindergartens, private schools, charter schools, homeschool co-ops, and school holiday programs. Make a list of all the schools in your area. There's a lot of opportunity here. Okay, let's move on. Here are some other venue options you could consider. So community center, a library. You could do it home-based, perhaps in a church, restaurants for special events. Any other ideas? Write them down. Here are some important venue considerations. So when you think of a venue, ask yourself, is it convenient for your clients? Is it central? Is it safe? Does it have the following? Does it have toilets? Does it have safe parking or a drop-off area?
Now, as Christelle said, once you've established your in-person teaching foundation, here are 2 ways you can expand your business. The first future growth opportunity is kits. So selling DIY kits becomes much easier once you have an established student base from your in-person classes. Quick tips for success with kits. Number 1, don't buy stock before getting orders in. Please don't do this. Please.
We've done this.
Yes.
And we wasted a lot of money.
What you should do instead is make 1 kit for photos and marketing. And this way you avoid unsold stock. Number 2 is consider offering a monthly subscription kit, like a Netflix subscription or the gym. It builds a loyal customer base and grows your business steadily. And then tip number 3 is market your kits as party kits to encourage bulk purchases for events. Always remember to include your contact details for repeat orders. To make life easy, the Stay Till the End bonus includes 2 awesome free instruction templates that you can simply print and add to your kits. All right, so the other future growth opportunity is online classes. These are great supplements to in-person classes and work very well as a membership to create recurring income. Okay, now that you have all the options on your dream board, just take it all in. Isn't it so amazing? There are so many opportunities for creatives like us. Now, before we do the final and most important part of this exercise, I want to share something important with you. If you take only 1 lesson from this workshop, please let it be this: niche down and be specific. Because as they say, the riches are in the niches. You might think offering everything to everyone means more customers, but it actually leads to less success. If you try to do it all, you'll end up accomplishing nothing. We made this mistake trying to market to everyone, tots, school kids, teens, adults, and even seniors. We tried in-person, kids, and online classes all at once, and it was extremely overwhelming. But when we focused our in-person classes at schools for tots to tweens, our signups skyrocketed. Marketing became easier, and everything felt more doable. Keeping it simple led to success.
Okay, let's go back to our dream board and do the final step. It's time to gain focus and create a growth plan. And here's how to do that. Look at your dream board and pick just 1 thing to start with. Yes, just 1 thing. What is most possible, achievable, and manageable in your current situation? Learning from our mistakes and knowing that the fastest path to success is starting with after school classes at schools, I'm going to be smart, and my first approach will be my son's school for after school classes. Okay, there are already a lot of kids there. I know the parents, I know the school, and it's easy. So don't overcomplicate it. Okay, next I'm taking a practical approach by planning to add another school. And then in the future, I might add some parties and kits. We chose this for our example because we know that as soon as you start teaching classes, the buzz starts to spread like wildfire. And before you know it, kids and parents will be asking for parties and other offerings. That's just how it works. So your dream board and your growth plan will give you a vision of what your club could look like for you in the short term and in the long term. The number one reason why you won't get started with your club is if you make this mistake. We've seen it time and time again. So keep it focused and you'll thank yourself later. If you already have a general idea of where you want to start, let us know in the comments. Okay, here are a few dream board examples. So pick one thing, put all your other ideas into your future bucket, and then you, my friend, are officially focused. This is the first step to success with your club, and I want you to celebrate. So doing this exercise will not only fast track your success, as it will give you clarity and focus, but it will also make you feel so much less overwhelmed and calm.
I really hope this was a big aha moment for you, because if you have clarity, there is so much opportunity for growth. Okay, so if you're new to our world, we thought that we'd just take a few minutes to tell you a little bit about us. We're sisters living in beautiful Cape Town, South Africa with our families. Christelle has 2 kids, her adorable son Henry and little girl Emma. And before we started our craft club, she worked crazy hours as an architect. As for me, Stefanie, I used to be an engineer, and yes, I'm still a little bit of a nerd.
A little bit of a big nerd.
I'm also the proud mum of twins, Leah and Marcel, and we love spending time outdoors and at the beach. We run a kids craft club, and we absolutely love what we do. Our colorful, happy studio is our pride and joy. But it wasn't always like this. We used to be overworked, stressed out, and stuck in the traditional 8-to-5 grind. There was no freedom, no flexibility, and definitely no fun or fulfillment in our lives.
So in early 2018, we both quit our jobs and we took the leap to start our craft club. We started really small, doing classes from a church hall that we rented per hour. Within a year, we were teaching after-school classes at multiple schools. We grew our small club into a thriving business, and before long, we had expanded to teach at 61 locations with the help of amazing teachers. So we specialize in STEM-based crafts, and we use a lot of recycled materials. It's all about teaching kids important super skills that will future-proof them while having fun creating.
This is our story, and we're so grateful for where we are today. But what matters most is this. We're going to show you how to get started with your own craft club. We've been there, feeling trapped, overworked, and unfulfilled, and we've turned it around by building a successful creative business. And if we can do it, so can you.
Okay, I know we've all been bombarded with negative news these days, and it's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of uncertainty. But here's the truth. Parents are more committed than ever to invest in their kids' futures, and they're willing to pay for extracurricular activities that helps their kids grow, learn, and thrive. This isn't just theory; it's happening right now.
Over the past decade, school art programs in the US have been cut by billions of dollars, leaving a massive gap in children's creative education. At the same time, the after-school club economy has been growing rapidly as parents and schools look for activities that teach skills beyond the classroom. The future belongs to those who master problem solving, creativity, and resilience. These are the key skills that kids need, and they are in high demand. And starting a craft club, it's the perfect way to fill that gap. Parents see the value of these activities, and they're eager to sign their kids up for clubs that teach valuable skills in a fun, hands-on way. This is the perfect storm of opportunity, a way for you to turn your passion for teaching into a sustainable business that benefits both you and the families you serve. Inside our community, we see people just like you creating these clubs in their own neighborhoods and making a real impact on kids' lives. We've had the privilege of teaching 10,000 people from over 80 countries how to launch and grow their own craft clubs. And when it comes to starting, running, and growing a business, teaching crafts to kids, we know what works and what doesn't. This is your chance to not only build a thriving business, but to contribute to the future of kids by equipping them with the creativity and problem-solving skills they'll need to succeed.
All right, now, well said, Steph. All right, now let us take you through a quick outline of our workshop so you know what to expect. We started this workshop with the Sticky Note Challenge, and talking about the one big mistake most new club owners make. Did you make a note of it? What was that one big mistake again? Okay, yes, it's hard trying to do all the things when you're starting out will get you overwhelmed, and we shared with you how you can avoid it by gaining focus.
Next, we'll show you how to build the foundation for your entire club. And the best part is you're going to walk away today with one piece of paper spelling it out, all out for you. This part is loaded with lessons learned, and you are going to absolutely love it. And next, we will show you the easiest way to launch your club. If you fear failure or embarrassment, there's a way to get started right away without being scared, and we'll show you how.
From there, we'll teach you about the club owner's roadmap. If you are concerned about all the things there is to do when you get started and you feel a bit overwhelmed by it all, the club owner's roadmap will help you understand the entire journey from starting to thriving, and it will take out all the noise in the process. Also, we'll show you how you can work with us. So if you love what you learn here today and you're like, hey, ladies, show me more, tell me more, don't worry. We'll also give you an opportunity to work with us.
And then at the very end, we will do the questions and answers. So if you have questions, put them in the chat. Our team are collecting them, and we will do the Q&A right at the end to make sure that you walk away from this workshop feeling excited, inspired, and most importantly, ready to take action.
Okay, time for our next prize.
Yay.
The next prize we're giving away is 60 plus games and icebreakers for ages 2 to 12. Yes, 60 plus, so that should have you covered. Comment if you'd like to be a winner, and keep your eyes on the chat box to see who the winners are. And let me find that awesome video. Here we go.
Huge congrats to all of our winners.
Congratulations.
All right, let's move on to secret number 2. Starting a business can feel overwhelming, and many people believe a detailed business plan is the answer. On paper, it sounds great, but in reality, it's often a waste of time. You don't need an overcomplicated 50-page business plan. You're not applying for massive funding, gosh no, nor do you have a board of directors, daunting much, but you do need some kind of plan. So what do you actually need? Here's the secret. You don't need a business plan, you need a one-pager, something flexible that keeps you focused and moving forward without overcomplicating things. It's quick, incredibly effective, and fun, and we'll show you how to create one next.
Okay, first grab a piece of paper and create 3 blocks. In the first block, write down why. In the second block, write down startup cash. And finally, in the third block, write down income potential. How much money can you make? Let's start with why. Why do you want to start a kids crafting club? What would it make possible for you? These questions are crucial because having a powerful motivator will help you transition from dreaming to growing and thriving with your club. I'm not exactly sure why you want to start a kids club, but I bet I can make a pretty good guess. We're going to give you 4 reasons. If one or more of these reasons resonate with you, let us know in the comments and write it down in your why block. So reason 1, you're excited about starting a club because you want to make an impact and touch lives through creativity. Reason 2, you're motivated to have more freedom and flexibility so that you can spend more time with those you love. Reason 3, you want to earn an extra income doing something you love. Or reason 4, you want purpose, fulfillment, and joy, knowing that What you do truly matters. What is your why? Let us know in the comments. Knowing your why is a powerful motivator that will help you go from dreaming to thriving with your club, but it will also help you stick through the hard times. Okay, here we completed our why. Freedom, flexibility, income, and impact. Okay, let's move on.
All right, the next category is startup cash. When most people think about launching a new business or passion project, their first thought is, it's going to be expensive, right? So they imagine costly franchises, bakeries, or schools with rent, equipment, furniture, staff, and other overheads. But here's the difference. With a craft club, you don't need a lot of money to get started. In this section, we are going to look at the initial cost to get your club off the ground. Let's look at your initial supplies. So initially, you really just need the basics, and you may already have most of what you need lying around at home. Don't break the bank. As an example, let's say we're planning 2 weeks ahead with these two crafts. This is the binocular cartoon character and the sassy shaker. They use similar materials, and let's say we start off with 8 kids per class. This is what you'll need. Tablecloth, paint, crayons, brushes, we've made a whole list there. Okay, so that's a total of just under $100. And I even opted for purchasing paper and cups in bulk when I did the costing. And most of these supplies will last you a very long time. Things like a tablecloth, paints, brushes, and crayons, they can last 1 to 2 years. Another way to save costs for in-person classes is to use lots of recycled materials. Look at these amazing crafts made from recycled materials. Christelle's sitting here doing a little dance next to me.
Okay, let's talk about a venue. You might think you have to pay a rental fee or spend a lot of money on a venue space, decor, tables, chairs, etc. But what if instead you pay a small fee per student to host your classes, or you rent a room per hour, or host your classes at a restaurant or church, school, or at home in an extra room or around your dining room table for free? So one of our members, Annika, did exactly that. So she uses her garage for classes. Another member, Steph, offers her classes at a yoga studio using lap trays. How cute is that? Using restaurants and clubhouses is also a good idea. It's a win-win for everyone involved. The restaurant can sell drinks and food and get more foot traffic in on slow days, which is a big win for you, as you can usually get an awesome venue free of charge. And then, as you know, our favorite option that we and many of our members have a lot of success with is schools. The kids are there, classes fill up quick, and the venue is either free or the school may charge you a small fee per class. So we did a poll in our community, and we asked how much the school charged for the use of a classroom, and here's what we found. So 45% of our members reported that they get to use a room at the school for free. And then 55% pay a small fixed fee per child. So for example, Victoria pays 50 cents per child, but then Kimberly pays $5 per child. But she charges $30 per child, so she gets to keep $25 per child per class. That's good. Okay, this is us. So we have a fancy studio with monthly rental, which we grew into. We did not have this from day one. And then we also offer classes at schools where we get the classroom where we teach for free. The classrooms. So our recommendation would be, don't opt for an expensive Pinterest perfect studio from day one. It will just stress you out. Start with a free or low cost venue, get up and running, and then decide what you want to do and if you want to change that. Now we're going to blow your minds. Are you ready? Okay. So when you run classes at schools, you get paid up front. This means even if there's a small fee to rent the classroom, you don't have to pay it out of your pocket. You can simply use the fees you've already collected to cover the cost. So Natalie explained this really well.
Where are the kids? The kids are at schools, right? They're already there. When you're registering at schools, you're getting the registration fees and tuition up front, and then you're going to use that money to buy any supplies that you need. So I didn't have to put anything out front at all. All I had to do was design a flyer, and the school distributed it for free.
Yeah, so if you go this route, there's actually no venue fees involved.
Back to our napkin exercise. Let's talk about the costs involved in your business setup. Starting a business is easier than you think. Steps vary by location, so contact your small business development center or local admin office. Meet with them, share your craft club plans, and then they'll guide you with a checklist to make your business legal. Insurance is super simple to set up. If you're teaching in schools, the district will tell you exactly what's the requirement, and many craft club owners find that small business insurance costs less than they expected. If you're teaching from home, your homeowner's insurance provider can help you choose the right coverage. Don't let setup worries hold you back. Just check off the list and keep moving. If there's anything else that you'd like to add to the startup cash section, please go ahead and do so.
Okay, now the fun part, income potential. So how much can you earn? To calculate how much you can earn, you first need to determine how much you're going to charge per class and how many kids you can accommodate. Let's start with how much you're going to charge. To determine that, do some market research. Find out what other arts and crafts clubs in your areas charge, as well as other after-school activities, for example, ballet, chess, etc. This will give you an idea of what parents are able and willing to pay for extra classes. So we asked members what they charge, and this is what they said. So the majority charge an average of 25 to 35 per child per class. So let's do some quick math.
All right, say we're just going to take that average there. So $25 per student, and you've got 12 students per class. So that means $300 per class. Now times 4 for the weeks of the month, that gives you $1,200 per month. That's one class a week. Now, here's where things get even more fun. If you host that same class 2 times a week, that's $2,400 per month. And 8 classes per week is $9,600 per month. You prep for all your classes in one go. 8 classes a week would typically take us around 12 hours to do, including the prep time and the cleanup time. That's only 3 hours a day from Monday to Thursday. Imagine not working on Fridays anymore, and you get to earn $9,600 a month. That's good business. You can start with just one class and gradually grow, or dive in head first. It's completely up to you. It's your business and you are in control. How cool is that?
Now, if you're in a small town or a different country and you're like, there's no way people will pay $25 for a class where I live, don't worry, you can still run a good, profitable business. Okay, so this scenario is for you. Everything stays the same, except now we're charging $15 per student. So for one weekly class, you'll make $720 a month. 2 classes per week, that gives you $1,440 per month. And then 8 classes per week gives you $5,760 per month. That's still great business. These numbers aren't just achievable, they're proven. So Natalie runs 4 classes per week, and she has 46 students at $25 per student. And that's $4,600 per month for only 6 hours of work per week. My friend, this opportunity is for everyone, and you can too. Okay, here's an important tip. Do not charge per class, charge per session. So for example, 6 or 8 weeks as a group, and then parents pay upfront for that session. This ensures you get paid before hosting a single class, before you even buy your supplies. And you know what happens when you do this? Your students come back session after session, and you create recurring income. This means you don't have to constantly hustle to get new students. You can finally just breathe.
How incredible will that feel? That's why we're on a mission to help more people like you, because when you've got that upfront payment and recurring income, your business is more stable. You yourself are more confident and you're far less stressed. And the best part is that you don't need hundreds of students. All you need is a handful of students who love your classes and want to come back week after week.
Okay, so there you have it. A simple back of the napkin business plan. It does not have to be perfect. Refine it as you go. And when you get overwhelmed or sidetracked, stay focused on why you're doing this.
Okay, so quick heart to heart. Who's juggling mom life, work, or teaching? Hands up. Time and mindset are the two biggest factors in making this work. Your mindset determines your success. If you think, I don't have the time, energy, or resources, you are holding yourself back. But if you shift to, I'll start small, I'll use what I have, and I'll grow as I learn, you'll be amazed at what's possible. So how do you make it happen? Tell us, Christelle.
You don't have to drop everything. You can start in your spare time and grow at your own pace. It's your club and you're in control. So if time is tight, start with the weekends or one afternoon a week. Imagine where you'll be in 6 or 12 months. One class could turn into 2, then 3, and then a full-time career. Okay, moving on to secret number 3. I hope you guys are staying on track here. Okay, doing a soft launch is the best way to launch your club and build your confidence. There's a myth that you need a fancy, expensive launch to reveal your club, but you don't. We highly recommend that you do a soft launch instead. We're talking about a guinea pig experience that you are going to do for your own kids and your friends' kids. It's a quick and easy way to get going and make progress.
Look at what these women have achieved hosting soft launches. So Tracy had 13 students at her soft launch and said every kid asked their mum if they could come back next week. And Connie did a soft launch and said that parents of 5 of the kids said they would be interested in weekly classes paid by the month. Isn't this amazing? When you take action, you will start creating momentum, and momentum turns into progress. If you're thinking a soft launch is obvious, then we are here today to remind you to get that date in your diary and challenge you today to just do it, to step out of your comfort zone and commit. Many of you are going to walk away today and not move forward, unfortunately, but don't let that be you.
Okay, so the benefits of a soft launch are that it's easy to execute. It builds confidence. You get your feet wet. You'll get feedback. You also get an opportunity to test out your craft projects on kids. You'll get to snap photos and take videos of your students, and you can use that for marketing. Okay, here's our 4-step soft launch action plan. Step 1, pick a lesson that you want to teach. So to make things easy for yourself, you can use the Show Up bonus craft lessons that we've shared. These will save you a lot of time and ensure success. Plus, remember, if you stay till the end, there are another 2 super cool bonuses up for grabs. Step 2, pick a date for your soft launch. Just get it in the diary. And then step 3, invite students. Get out your phone, text a few friends with kids. Do not overthink this. And then host your class. Have fun and get feedback. So should you charge for your soft launch? It's up to you, but we always say yes for one simple reason. People who pay attention. Make sure you cover your costs and you can even make a small profit.
Okay, let's move on to secret number 4. The top question we get is, where do I start or what comes first? The secret is, when starting and growing a craft club, doing it one step at a time leads to faster success. To build a successful craft club, you need a clear roadmap showing you what to do first, second, and beyond. At CCC, we use the Club Owner's Roadmap, your step-by-step guide to starting and growing your club. Today, we'll explain what it is, why it matters, and help you see where you are in your journey. Starting a creative business can feel overwhelming. Figuring out supplies, lesson plans, marketing, and more. That's why we created this roadmap, to give you the exact blueprint for success and growth.
Let me tell you a quick story. Do you remember the Wizard of Oz? So Dorothy encounters a problem. She's lost. Her solution is to find the Wizard of Oz. She trusts these random people that she's just met that Oz exists and that she needs to go on this trip. Imagine they said, Oz is that way. If you head in that general direction, you'll find it. Would she have found it? no, not on her own. That yellow brick road was her roadmap to find the Wizard of Oz. You can think of the club owner's roadmap as your yellow brick road to starting and growing an arts and crafts club.
To start off, we'd like to tell you about the different stages of the roadmap. And as we go through them, try and figure out at which stage you think you are and let us know in the comments. The first stage of the club owner's roadmap is the foundation stage. In the foundation stage, you don't have a club yet and you're excited. In this stage, you get focused by doing the sticky note challenge. You pick a name for your club and you create a logo. Just look at all these gorgeous logos. They are so, that's really a fun part of the process. The next stage is the dream stage. In this stage, you're transitioning from dreaming about your club to turning it into a reality. Let's look at what some of our members did in this stage. So Lucinda supplies arrived and Pura found the perfect space. And Iwa hosted her soft launch and she said that the kids loved it.
The next stage in the roadmap is the plan stage. In this stage, you're starting to plan, and gaining momentum. Okay, let's look at some members in this stage. So Alexa finished her website, how gorgeous. And then Juliana pitched her program and got into 3 schools. Go, Juliana.
The next stage is the get ready stage. You're getting ready and setting yourself up with the final elements for your big launch. Now, in this stage, Natalie launched her after-school craft class at her local elementary school, fully enrolled with 16 on her wait list. And Kimberly launched and said, I'm so excited, I just want to scream it from the rooftops.
Okay, and then the next stage of the roadmap is the take off stage. In this stage, you're taking off. You're motivated and excited to spread the word about your club. Here are some members gaining traction and building relationships, getting return customers and growing.
And then finally, stage 5, the thrive stage. If you are in this stage, you are a thriving club owner. In this stage, you have loyal customers and you are consistently repeating success and you are growing your team to keep up with the demand. You are branching out to other income streams, such as hosting classes at schools, parties, workshops, adding DIY kits as an additional offering. You are hosting classes at nursing homes. Maybe you're doing paint and sip parties, team building, and corporate events. And there's online teaching, of course. There are so many opportunities to grow and expand your club as you move through these stages.
And that's really the whole journey of building a successful creative club. And isn't it nice seeing how everything fits together? The important thing here is to do things in the right order and to focus only on what's important right now. Thriving, stage 0, stage 1, take off stage, growth. So many people in different stages. Okay, I think it's time for a prize again.
Yes.
So the next
absolutely.
prize we're giving away is the Molly and Max mascot puppet tutorials, plus a guide on how to use them in your classes to create excitement and engagement. Let's show you how cute they are. I just love reading the comments. Okay.
Congrats to our winners.
Congratulations.
All right, so now let's dream together for a second. And we'd love to hear in the comments what your answer is to this question.
What would running a successful craft club make possible for you and your family? When we asked some of our members this question, Annika said, I plan my class schedule so I can pick my kids up from school and take them to their after-school activities. Now I wake up with a smile on my face, excited about my class. That's what life is about. Wouldn't you love to feel like that every day? I bet many of you can relate to Annika wanting a flexible schedule that works around your family. This is what Lauren said. It's just given us so much more freedom and time as a family. I take monthly bookings for my craft club, so I'm getting a regular income and not chasing money every week. Wouldn't you love to create regular income doing what you love? We truly believe that there has never been a better time to get started with the Kids Club, and we'd love to hear what it will make possible for you. Okay, so now that we've covered the workshop training, we want you to take a minute to just pause and process everything you've just learned. Wow, we've covered so much. You've got 3 craft lesson plans. You got 3 craft lesson plans and 2 art lessons and supply directory coming soon to set you up for success. As you can see, we love to over-deliver. But you may be wondering what's the next step and how you can turn this into something real and bigger. Now we've got a question for you. Remember how we said that we'll share with you how we can work together? So here's the question. Do you want us to teach you the exact step-by-step process we've used to create a thriving craft club that creates income, freedom, and flexibility? Let us tell you, what we taught you here today is just the workshop is just the tip of the iceberg. There is still so much more that we are dying to get into with you. More about venues and marketing, what to put inside your kits, pricing and payments, and how to host engaging classes. So if you want us to help you make more progress, to get deeper, to get more results, and to get more support, we want to share with you that we are officially inviting you to join the CCC Academy, as this is exactly what we teach within the membership. You can go to the link in the comments section and check it out and enroll. So this is really exciting because we only open the membership to the public a few times a year and it's closed at the moment. But as a workshop participant, you are getting exclusive access to join today. So if you've dreamed of starting your own craft club, but you are unsure where to start or how to start, this is absolutely the membership for you. So now you might be thinking, okay, but what is the CCC Academy? The CCC Academy is a complete training and support program that teaches you step by step how to set up and grow your very own Kids Craft Club. Because we want to continue the fantastic momentum you've created during this workshop, we are not only giving you an exclusive opportunity to enroll today, but there is some other fun extras that we are going to tell you about soon. So enrollment will be only open for a few days. Inside the CCC Academy, we will help you every step of the way. It's a life-changing experience and an incredible opportunity. Here's everything you get when you join the CCC Academy today. Okay, we're going to start with a 30-day startup challenge. So this is valued at $997. In just 30 days, yes, 30 days, spending less than an hour a day, you will set up your entire business. Logo, venue, bank account, website, pricing, payments. You're going to launch your club with 5 paying students. You're going to learn how to make $1,000 plus in 30 days to cover your startup costs. It includes a lesson plan starter pack for your launch, which is 10 done for you lesson plans. And this challenge is completely self-paced. So you can go as fast or as slow as you need to fit your schedule. And then next up is the in-depth course library valued at $3,997. The most comprehensive training library for craft club owners with over 60 videos covering every aspect of launching, running, and growing your business. Access the exact training you need when you need it. There's courses on marketing, getting into schools, hosting parties, workshop events, DIY kits, online classes, hiring and managing a team, and so much more. This library gives you the knowledge and tools to succeed at every stage of your journey. We also give you done for you resources. So this is valued at $497. Save time and money with ready-made marketing designs, workbooks, and tools that are proven to work. You get done for you flyers, posters, coloring in pages to promote your club, a social media starter kit, banners, videos, workbooks to stay engaged and organized, spreadsheet to price your classes, waivers, scripts to get into schools and venues. And then as a member, you have full rights to use these resources for your business.
And then my favorite one is the incredibly supportive community. And this is priceless. You'll have access to a global community of over 1,000 wonderful, like-minded club owners ready to help you. You don't have to do this alone. Here's how we'll support you as a CCC Academy member. You'll have 24/7 help from members worldwide in our exclusive Facebook group. There are monthly Zoom calls to stay motivated and connected. You have direct access to Christelle and I and the CCC team via email, DM, and the Facebook group. With the CCC family by your side, you'll gain confidence, clarity, and momentum because we are, as we often say in the group, #better together.
Okay, quick intro and shout out to our experienced and incredible CCC team, Kelly, Jen, Mia, Lily, and Siska, with hands-on experience helping members grow their craft clubs. They're the heart of our community. You'll meet them on your in your chats. You'll see them at the coffee club socials and rely on them for ongoing support every step of the way. They're here today as well. They know this journey inside and out, and they're here to help you succeed.
All right, and then there are some incredible bonuses that you'll get. The first bonus is the 1K in 30 days training. So this is a value of $1,000. 3 simple, proven strategies to help you make $1,000 or more fast to cover your startup costs with confidence. So there are 3 strategies. The one is called the Raise $1,000 in 30 days. It's a clear step-by-step plan to raise startup funds and create impact. And then there's the instant startup cash challenge, quick wins using what you already have. And then there's the 5 paying students in 48 hours. Yes, it's doable, and we will show you how. We created this bonus to remove the money stress from your journey. So join the CCC Academy, take it one step at a time, and let these strategies work for you. You've got everything you need to make it happen.
And when you invest in yourself as an annual member, you'll also get an extra bonus. So annual members get 200 plus social media posts. It's valued at $497. Figuring out what to post on social media can feel like a never-ending task, and it can become overwhelming if you don't know what to post or what to say. So with these 200 plus posts, you can schedule 6 months of posts in one morning. They are specifically designed for Kids Arts and Crafts Club owners and have been proven to get tons of engagement. They work for Facebook and Instagram, and they're editable too. And then
the final bonus we have for you is very, very special. It is the fast action bonus, and the first 100 members who join today will get this bonus. So the first 100 members get all of the workshop prizes that we gave away today. So that's the mascot collectible designs, the 60 plus games and icebreakers, and the mascot puppet tutorials. Plus, the first 100 get an exclusive membership discount, and we're going to tell you what that is shortly.
Okay, so much value. Let's do a very quick recap of everything you're getting. So you get the 30-day startup challenge, the in-depth course library at $3,997, the done-for-you resource library, $497, incredibly supportive community. It's absolutely priceless. Then you get the bonuses, so $1,000 in a day training, and then annual members get the social media posts, and then the first 100 get all the workshop prizes plus the exclusive discount. So this is valued at $7,444, but we're not going to charge you that. We are not going to charge you that.
Yeah, you'll get everything you need to create freedom and steady monthly income with the Kids Craft Club, and you'll get all of this for an annual payment of $570 or a monthly payment of $57. Oh, but remember that discount we told you about that we are giving the first 100 people who sign up? Here it is. Do you want to do the honors?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay, we're giving our annual members $100 discount per year. So that it's going to make it $470 annually, and our monthly members are getting $10 discount per month, every single month.
Yay!
So you're going to get it at $47 for the first 100 people who sign up. And the best part is that this price is locked in for as long as you're a member in good standing. That means that the price does not go up when the prices increase down the road, and we increase it on an annual basis. So this is not a lot of money to spend on fulfilling a dream. Just think about it. As you've seen today, you only need one paying student to cover the cost of your membership. you actually need less than a student. You need half a student. There's no need to join an expensive franchise or hire a business coach. Don't go that route. The CCC Academy is a membership, and it provides everything you need for success. Okay, and then remember, when you sign up as an annual member, I just want to note that you get 2 months completely free as well. And then you get instant access to the 200 plus done for you social media posts so that you can start promoting immediately. Okay, and then I just want to show a video here. This is what Ziani said.
Wow. When I saw your ad on Facebook, for me, it was a no-brainer. It was inexpensive. You provided resources, you provided mentoring. I don't know. I just felt so much joy. I just felt like this is the place for me. I've looked at other STEAM-based companies in my area, and to get into a franchise is like $35,000, $40,000, which to me is ridiculous. If all of your crafts are made with materials you have at your home. So it was easy.
Yeah, so this is not a franchise. This is a membership, a low-cost, affordable option to get started, and we are here to support you. Now, there's a few questions that you might have. So you might be wondering, can I sign up for the monthly subscription today and upgrade to the annual plan later? And the answer is yes, you can upgrade later, but you will lose out on the bonus, the annual bonus, as that one is exclusive to this enrollment period. And we've seen time and time again, creatives who sign up with a longer term plan are more likely to make a success with their club. So you can save money and get an extra bonus with the annual payment plan and reach your goals.
Okay, very important to know. The price you pay now will stay the same for as long as you're a member in good standing, even when the price goes up in the future, and the price is going up. We've already doubled the price in the last few years as we're just adding more and more value to the membership. Is it available in my country? Yes, again, the membership is available worldwide. We have members from over 80 different countries in our community. How can I pay? You can pay with card or via PayPal. Can I try the membership for a month? Absolutely, yes. You can try the membership for a month, and if it's not for you, you can cancel with 2 clicks. And we'll even do you one better. We offer a 14-day money-back guarantee. So if after 14 days you don't feel that CCC Academy is right for you, you'll get your money back, no questions asked.
So here's what Holly says about the CCC Academy. She says, starting a crafting club has been a dream of mine for so long, but I had no idea where or how to start. The roadmap has been a perfect tool for me. I was able to plan and develop my new business step by step. I am due to launch my club in 3 days and already have 20 people signed up. How amazing is that? And then this is what Kate had to say. Before joining CCC, I really struggled with organizing my schedules and workload, which caused me to give up on business projects real quick. Thanks to Christelle and Steph, that has all changed. CCC helped me to map out my plan in easy to follow steps, and I have finally launched with 15 bookings on my very first week, something I had never been able to achieve in the 5 years I had the dream. Thank you, guys.
We often hear that people have had a dream for a long time. So how do I sign up? All you need to do is click the link pinned to it's in the comments section. The link is also shown here on the banner, and then go to the enrollment page. Once you're there, click on the Join the CCC Academy button. You can either choose the annual or the monthly plan, whichever works for you. Remember that the first 100 people get the bonuses, and then add your details. It should take you less than a minute. Since you create it should take you less than a minute then to sign up. And once you're signed up, you'll get a welcome email with the link that will take you to the members library. The best part is you can get started as soon as you log in. You'll get instant access to everything mentioned today as soon as you join.
If any part of you is feeling a little bit nervous, that's okay. It's normal to have butterflies in your stomach before you do something important and life-changing. Remember that CCC comes with a 100% risk-free 14-day money-back satisfaction guarantee. So you have absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain by getting started right now. And this membership can profoundly change your life. Please remember that our team is collecting questions and we'll be starting the Q&A very soon.
We started off this workshop by saying that this is about freedom, about creativity, about going from feeling overwhelmed and scared of failure to finally getting started and growing with confidence. And this is exactly what CCC Academy will do for you. Now is the time to get started, no matter where you are in your journey. Even if you're thinking, this sounds amazing, but maybe next year will be a better time. Just imagine how much you will have achieved by next year if you started now, if you started today. Believe us, we've been there, and we want you to know there is a different way to allow you to create a club and life that you love. And we truly hope to see you inside the CCC Academy. You can click on that link to become a member. Let's do this. We cannot wait to meet you inside and see all the amazing things you are going to achieve and all the little lives that you will touch through creativity. Now, remember, this is an exclusive enrollment opportunity. You have the chance to get in today. The first 100 who join will get the prizes we gave away today, plus that exclusive discount, and enrollment will only be open for a few days.
Okay, I think we're going to move on to the Q&A part of this session now. But before we do, we want to thank everyone who stayed with us until now. You can grab your Stay Till the End bonuses. It's now in the comments section. All right, let me find our questions. Thank you so much, team, for collecting our questions. And let me remove the slides. Here we go. Let's start at the top. Oh, it's jumping. One moment. All right.
Okay, hit it, Christelle.
Okay. Do school venues require us to have insurance? There's a couple of legal questions. Okay. Thank you for putting it all so nicely together, team. What is needed to set up a business in the US? Do I need to register a business? And then also, so who do I need to talk to about the business setup costs and insurance for the checklist? Okay. Legal questions. Okay, the legal requirements differ greatly from country to country and even from state to state. So we recommend that you go to your nearest small business development center or your administration office, set up a meeting and tell them about your club. First, do your sticky note challenge and gain focus, figure out what it is you want to do, and then tell them about your club. Let them walk you through what it is you need to do to make your business legal and legit. So they'll give you a checklist of things you need to do. And once you tick those off, you'll be ready to launch your business. It's really not that difficult. Most of our members actually find it pretty simple and straightforward. Okay, we have a lot of members inside our community who have also gone through these steps and can help guide you. So join us inside the membership and you can go into the community. You can post your question. You can even do a search on legal. And then we also have legal trainings inside the CCC Academy. They're done by a US and a UK lawyer. And they are for people in other countries, you can lean on each other. And then plus we've also got templates for enrollment forms. We've got liability waivers, and we will help you simplify the process.
But just to say, our members, when they join the membership, they always they get all worried about the legal stuff, and then they realize after chatting to someone and having a little list and ticking off those things, it's really not such a big deal, and they always think it's a bigger deal than it is. So you just need, it's just one of those things that you need to tick off, and then it's done.
I see in the comments, I've signed up, and then okay.
Welcome to the CCC Academy.
Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for thanking us so kindly. You're most welcome. Welcome. I see another person have signed up. There's another one. We can't wait to welcome you inside the CCC Academy. I see a bunch of questions there, so our team will collect and put it on our document, and we will get to it.
All right, so someone said, is there a free trial? There is a 14-day money-back guarantee, so you can try out the membership, and if it's not right for you, you can just email us within 14 days, and you'll get all your money back.
Okay, can we sign up for a month? Yes, so you can cancel anytime. If you
the questions and then cancel for any reason.
For any reason, yes. Okay. So if you pay a monthly membership, there are no bonuses. Is that correct? Okay. So if you are one of the first 100 to enroll, you get all the prizes from today's session and you get the discount. So that means that instead of paying $57 for the monthly, $57 for the monthly option, you will pay $47. So that's $10 off every single month because it's a membership. You pay monthly. And then for the annual option, instead of paying $570 to get annual access, you will pay $470. So there's $100 saving per year.
And you also get the $1,000 in training, the $1,000 in 30 days training if you are a monthly or an annual member, or everyone gets that.
Correct.
Okay, how do I get into a school? Who do I contact? So getting into, I like the way you're thinking, because schools is definitely the way to go. So the first step is to start with the school's front office and ask who handles after school programs. They'll point you in the right direction. So in some schools, the principal is the decision maker. In others, it might be the PTA president or a parent volunteer. Many schools also have an activities coordinator or enrichment coordinator whose job it is to schedule after school programs. So once you know who to speak with, you can reach out directly and introduce yourself and your club. Inside the CCC Academy, we've got a whole course that will take you step by step how to get into schools, what to say, what to take with you, etc. And we've got loads of members that are seeing such great success in schools that it can also answer any detailed questions you have.
Okay, who pays for the classes? The schools or the parents? Okay, the parents will choose to sign the kids up and either pay you directly. If it's an optional extracurricular activity. In some cases, the parents pay the school and the school pays you. Have a discussion with the school and see how they do it for other clubs.
All right, so the next question is, how long should each class be? So 45 minutes to 1 hour, depending on the age group.
In the lessons that we gave away to you as the free bonus, it also says at the top our time recommendation. So for the younger kids, we do 45 minutes, and for the older kids, an hour. Okay, do parents stay with their kids while the activity happens? So Courtney asked that. So for toddlers, we recommend that you ask the parents to stay. They love taking part and bonding with their kids. They can also help to guide their kids and assist with things like stapling. And then for older kids, parents don't need to stay. Treat it like any other extracurricular class. It's drop and go, or the kids just stay on after school. If they do stay, remind the parents to help, but not, if the parents stay, remind them to help but not take over. You'll see that happens. And kids will quickly lose interest if their parents help too much. But yeah, we love the parent toddler sessions, and we also love the kids on their own as well.
All right, the next question is, how many children can attend if there's only one adult leading the class? What's the ratio? So it depends on the age group you teach and the number of kids you can confidently teach on your own. We recommend starting small, especially if you don't have a teaching background. You can consider hiring help when your classes get too big for you or to manage on your own. We do 15 plus now, but we started small, like 4 to 6, and then we worked our way up.
Okay, how do you organize signups and payments? Okay, the easiest way to handle signups and payments is with a simple enrollment and checkout page on a website, but you do not have to start with that. Keep it simple. Just keep things organized, and you can even just take payments directly at the beginning. You do not have to overcomplicate it initially.
Google Form and Venmo.
There we go.
How much should I charge? Do the fees include the materials? Should I charge a separate registration fee?
Good question.
So keeping pricing simple and all-inclusive make things easier for everyone. As a parent myself, I just what do I need to pay? And here's the money. Don't make it too complicated. Parents want to know exactly what they are paying upfront for. So when everything is bundled into one fee, there are no surprises. Surprise charges for supplies, which builds trust and removes barriers when parents are deciding whether to sign up. In terms of a registration fee, I would recommend that. We charge a registration fee at the beginning of the year, and it just helps with retention. Once they've paid that fee, the kids just come back month after month after month. We have zero churn unless someone immigrates or goes to a different school.
And we give the kids the collectibles. So that fee actually pays for you to create the buttons and do the collectible thing, or even do a nice cute apron, that kind of thing. And once they've paid that, they feel locked in. We're going to take a quick break and just play a quick member story video, and then we are back for Q&A. I see there's still a whole bunch of questions. We are not going to leave you. We just need a quick break, please. Thank you.
My biggest challenge, I think, was myself, my own insecurities, because I was terrified of taking the leap.
I was working a lot at a stressful job. So by the time I got home, I didn't have much time for my kids because I was just stressed out, tired. One day I was like, this is just not the parent I want it to be.
So I had loads of jobs, way too much. So I was always stressed.
I was nervous
because I lost confidence being a housewife.
I was reaching a flat stage where I just thought, no, I don't feel happy and encouraged.
I was burned out, overworked and tired, and I wanted to start my own family. I wanted to get married and, do all those things. So I left the classroom. Over some time though, I just really missed teaching.
I have always had a dream of having my own space, but just kind of was too afraid to branch out.
And I wanted to work, but I didn't want to work long days and long hours. And I kind of got into it. I was a bit depressed, I would say.
I've had in my head for years that I've wanted to do this, the arts and crafts, and I wasn't quite sure how to start, and so it just continued to swirl.
Before I opened my club, life was pretty dull. I didn't have much to look forward to.
Well, I definitely feel like I was looking for something to start because I wanted to start my own business, but I feel like your ads and your enthusiasm in the club honestly is what made me want to do it, because I joined the club challenge and I was like, oh, I'll just look and stuff, but then the upbeat nature of it, I really feed off of emotion, and I was like, yeah, they're happy, they got this. So I think that's really what got me really want to do it.
If you've got the community and the support, and you guys don't live anywhere near me, but I just feel like you're just next to me when I really need something in that desperate dark moment, you were there for me, so that is really key.
I found that when I came across your stuff, everything just seemed to make sense and it seemed intelligent.
I'm so thankful that I've had the support from the CCC community to just help build this little dream of mine that is, continuing to grow.
And crafting, STEAM, anything hands-on DIY has been my jam since I was born. So when I saw your Facebook ad, I didn't know how I was going to incorporate it, but I knew it was something I needed.
I was blown away. I was like, this is so much fun. I don't want to work for anybody else. I want to be my own boss.
Because what I really loved is that a lot of stuff is already written for you, right?
And my art business went from just a kind of side hobby business to helping sustain our family.
It makes me feel a little sense of accomplishment, and I feel better, and there's a little pep in my step.
My husband sees me happy. I haven't been happy in a long time. My son sees me smiling. I'm happy to wake up in the morning.
It's about doing what you love, being flexible, that you can still be with your kids, and just, waking up in the morning with a smile on your face and being excited about your class. That's what life is about.
It's given me something to look forward to each day.
Starting Crafty Chameleons has just given me a new lease on life. I love getting up in the mornings. I love creating a sample artwork. I love it when the kids arrive. I'm proud of what I do.
More time with my kids, because my kids do the crafts with me.
They were just signing up. I had to shut down the sales page before 24 hours. So we ended up with 16 before I could really shut it down.
Oh,
and
my
then
goodness.
There was another 25 that were on the wait list.
Started out with 6 kiddos, and then it climbed to 9, and now we're at 12.
And then from the beginning of January, it's just been non-stop, full. And I'm like, how can you go from how am I going to pay my bills, what's happened in my life, to a total 360?
I had 30 sign-ups the very first day.
I've had a really epic month. I've done over 800 children, and we have hit over a 5-figure turnover for this month alone.
Last year, we had won a contract with a school district and have been in 28 of the 36 elementary schools in the district. We hired 7 employees.
It doesn't have to be perfect. Things that I might think are not perfect, other people won't even see.
You're worth it, and invest in yourself.
Even if you have fear, to just go for it, because it's worth it.
Don't wait as long as I did. And I find that the quicker you take action, the faster you'll grow.
Take the leap. Don't think about it. Stop asking yourself all these questions. You'll just cross the bridge when you get there. And follow everything that CCC has laid out for you. It really will make things so easy. All the lesson plans, the advice, the knowledge, the constant replies to any and all questions. It's just amazing. You're always there. You and your sister are always there, and everyone else from the team, you're also amazing, and the members too, because you learn from other people's experiences, and the Facebook group where everyone shares that experience is absolutely amazing. Basically, with CCC, you're not alone. You're part of a team, a very helpful, knowledgeable, available, fun team of people, and I am so grateful that I found you, and that is really what allows me to stay on track, stay focused, and grow the club.
The advice I want to give you today is do it. Just start right away. Don't wait. Don't listen to too many people around you, especially the ones that discourages you. Surround yourself with people that can encourage you and start doing it right away. Take that leap of faith and just go for it. Tomorrow is not promised. None of us know where we will find ourselves tomorrow. And you don't want to be in a place where you have regrets that you haven't tried. Each day that goes by and you've got this burning desire in your heart that you believe you have to do this, it's a day wasted. Don't waste another day.
Do it. If you don't do it, you will regret it for the rest of your life, and I know that's the truth.
Oh, let me try and sort out the tech here. There we go.
We're still here.
I signed up. I'm so excited.
Yay, welcome,
I see a whole
welcome.
bunch of people have signed up. Okay. Okay, so what if no one signs up? That's the next question. How do you get students to sign up? So, okay, getting payments up front helps to avoid no-shows because people are committed when they've already paid. We always say people who pay attention, and then start spreading the word early. You can create a wait list just to start getting some people to get the community excited about your new venture, and then host at schools if possible. That builds in the built-in trust is there, and it's convenient for parents. So we have teachers at schools all over, and the parents don't really mind. They don't really care who the teachers are because there's that built-in trust from the school, and they believe in the program that we offer, the STEM-based crafts and the super skills that the kids are going to develop. We've got flyers and posters, and we give you the script that you can pitch to schools to sell that to the schools, and really make it easy for you to present and for them to say yes.
Okay, next question is, how do I deal with having a bratty or disruptive kid attending a class? Firstly, keep them engaged. Kids usually get disruptive if they're bored or uninterested. So pick awesome topical crafts that are age appropriate, allow slow exploration of materials, and then split your lessons up with games to burn off some energy. We've got a lesson to give some more tips inside the CCC Academy.
You will also, if you do weekly classes, you'll also get to know your kids. So every single child is different. And if you have your own kids as well, you will know that. And you'll learn to deal with the kids that you have, and that's really awesome because you get to build those relationships. How many crafts do you usually do in an hour? Okay, so we do just one craft per session, with multiple steps and breaks. Have a look at the lessons we gave you. It shows you exactly the formula that we use. We call it our secret engagement formula. You can pace your class by handing out materials one by one. So if the kids arrive at our classes, it's usually that the tables are pretty empty, and they're like, what are we making today? What are we making? And then we introduce the steps slowly. We hand out the materials one at a time, and in that way we keep them engaged and we pace the class. And then we also break up sometimes our classes with game breaks, do some stretching. We always do some stretching and even some little bit of dancing. We make it really a lot of fun for them. And by just pacing your class, it really helps you. Do not do more than one craft per class. You'll just overwhelm yourself, and it's a lot of materials. It's unnecessary. Rather do one great craft, and we sometimes do one craft over 2 lessons, but we will never do more than 2. We'll never do more than 1 per class.
All right, next question is, how do you deal with cancellations or late fees? So that's the beauty of parents paying up for the session or the term is you don't have to, so we don't do refunds, but if there's space, they can do a makeup class. And if you want to be really nice, you can maybe send them a pre-recorded lesson that they can do at home if they miss a session.
Yeah, and we've found that parents are used to kids getting sick and missing a tennis lesson or a dance class or a chess class, so it's very normal. But we do holiday clubs, and we'll often, if there was a child that was sick more than once, then we'll say, come and attend the holiday club free of charge, and we'll make it up in that way. But it's really not a big deal. Okay, how do you get supplies? Okay, so we've got the supply directory where you can find discounted and wholesale supplies. And then we say always start small with just the basics. We've in our supply list inside the academy, we'll show you all our favorites. And then we collect a lot of recycled materials. You saw the videos of recycled materials that we've shown throughout the presentation today. Start collecting now. We have our entire community helping us, and it is so fun. My neighbor is this old man, and he collects consistently. He brings his neatly stacked cardboard boxes for me, and I send him photos sporadically. I'll send him photos of classes and the crafts that the kids have created, and it just brings him so much joy. So there's something to say for the community taking part, and even parents. Not all parents, but some parents, they like to take part, and it also recycling is amazing to teach children. I can carry on about this forever. You can see I'm quite passionate about kids creating something from nothing and the whole mindset around using recycled materials. It's great.
Right. Is it possible to teach from home? If you've got the space, go for it. It's super convenient for you, of course, and the kids enjoy the homey environment, but it might take a little bit longer to build up your base than a school. So you'll have to be patient, just for the fact that a parent needs to bring their child there and probably hang around until the lesson is done, or drive back and forth to fetch them. So yeah, it's just that
convenience thing. Okay, how do you advertise your classes? Okay, start with word of mouth. Ask friends and family to spread the word.
Do a soft launch.
Yep. Remember, you only need a handful of kids. You don't need the entire town or city to join you. You can host in a public space. Libraries, parks, community centers, restaurants, those kind of places help you market as well. You can use social media. Local groups work really well. I would say focus on repeat customers. They're your best marketing. And schools, they do the marketing mostly for you. They often have open days where you can go and you can show what it is that you do, and parents attend those open days. So make sure that you understand what the marketing channels are within the school and lean into that. And it usually works really well, and the classes tend to fill up a lot faster, or even fill up themselves. We also like to do print out flyers. We found that works really well. We do coloring and print out flyers. We give them to the teachers, and they put them in the backpacks of the children, and that goes home. So there's a whole bunch of marketing strategies that I've just listed a few here.
All right, how to price your soft launch? Should it be free? So like Christelle said earlier, people who pay attention. So our recommendation would be to charge a small fee to just cover your costs and maybe make a small profit. If you're offering a discount, make it clear that it's a once-off launch price.
Okay, how to have engaging, unique crafts so people see the value and pay. Okay, STEM crafts we find stand out by combining science, technology, engineering, and math. And there's also the art component. They teach creativity and problem solving, which parents and schools value away from screens. Parents tend to see the value in classes that teach real world skills through creativity, especially away from screens. It's just becoming more and more important to provide those kinds of activities where kids really enjoy it, and it's just a little bit more slow paced than the things that happens in front of screens.
Yeah, and I think the nice thing about STEM crafts is that you don't compete with art classes, because every little town has an art teacher or three, and this is just completely different. So you differentiate yourself in this way, and it caters for boys as well, because most art classes are filled with girls, but boys love to create a rocket that shoots, or a little volcano that erupts, or all the little cars that drive with elastic. It's awesome. They love it. So STEM crafts.
Does it work to clump age groups such as ages 5 to 12 in one class? And what age ranges would grades should I combine for each class? our recommendation and what we do is we group ages 2 to 3 together. They're tiny, so they explore materials and textures. They're into that sensory exploration phase in life. And ages 4 to 6, they develop fine motor skills like threading and cutting. That's my favorite age group by far. I just love the ages 4 to 6. And then we group the ages 7 to 12 together because now they're quite good with their fine motor skills. Well, many of them are, and they focus on creativity, problem solving. They can do that independently, and we brainstorm with them. We do a nice debrief with them. So the way we handle the classes, and you'll see the the lesson plans we gave away at the beginning of the workshop as well, is you'll see that they those lessons are set out according to the skill levels and their different developmental phases for those age groups. If you want to bundle them together, then just keep the class a bit smaller, because if you have a 4-year-old in a class and a 12-year-old in a class, or a 5-year-old and a 12-year-old, as you said in your question, then they will be vastly different in terms of their skills levels. But it's always nice to say to an older kid, help the little one, and that's also an amazing skill to learn, and vice versa. So it builds confidence in that way, where that's also amazing super skill. So if you do that, just keep the group sizes a little bit smaller.
How do I manage late pickups of students? So I'd say have a 10 to 15 minute grace period after your class, and then very important, add a late pickup policy to your enrollment form.
We have never really had issues with that because parents are quite respectful. And if they're late, they'll usually have a good reason and they'll phone. But in schools, we always partner with aftercare facilities. So we actually the kids, they just go into the aftercare facility, many of them. So it's a non-issue at many of the schools where we teach. Okay, can you apply this model for adults and seniors or seniors? Yes. Okay, so adult and senior classes work beautifully. So offer team building events, paint nights, classes in care homes. So you can speak to activity coordinators about regular sessions. It's a wonderful, wonderful way to add onto your club when you're in the Thrive stage, or even if this is what you want to do, it is fantastic to do as well.
Right. So where can I get free venues? So start by asking local schools. That's our number one recommendation. Churches, community centers. Many offer space for free if it's for kids programs. I'm thinking of more so libraries and neighborhood clubs, or even your own backyard or around your dining room table would be a great low cost or free options. But have a discussion, and often it's a numbers game that you need to approach a lot of venues, and then you get in at one. But it helps to have the scripts, to know what to say, to know how to approach them, and that's all that we teach inside the CCC Academy.
Okay, I'm a homeschooling mom and I have a 6-year-old son. Would it be appropriate to bring him along to the crafting events in the community? And what about if I worked at schools? Would he come along there too if it's in the same age range? Are there any examples of this being successful, or would I need to find childcare for him? Definitely. Yes, definitely. So
that's the best part of this job.
So my son takes actively part in our club. Many of our members run classes with their kids attending or even assisting. Yep. Lily has got a little one, and when he was a bit smaller, she would strap him in and he went along to class every single time. And with older children, it's great to have them test your crafts with you beforehand. I mean, it's such a wonderful bonding experience. We're always crafting at home. My son is 6 and he takes actively part. My little girl is, she thinks she's taking actively part, but she's still in the messy phase. Yeah, but that's great. Ask the school if it is at a different school to where your son is. You may have to ask your school if it's okay if you bring your child, but I would say 90% of the time that would not be a problem.
How to set up an appropriate email to sell the club to schools, churches, etc. So it's an email is nice, but a phone call is so much better. It's so easy to ignore emails, and people do. They do. It sounds rude, but people ignore emails. So it's way better to show up in person, meet them face to face. And Christelle likes to take a chocolate And then they love her, and she
in a cup, a coffee mug with a cool something on,
and then she gets anything she wants.
Yeah, it works, eh? I have many people at school still drinking out of their cool mugs with a great saying on or something. It works well. Okay, do siblings get a discount? So we offer sibling discounts for 3rd and 4th kids only from the same family, but you've got twins. Maybe you should answer this. Do you get discounts?
I just zoned out for a second.
Do siblings get a discount?
No one ever gives me a discount. Never.
Parents don't expect a sibling discount, so it's not necessary. But we do for 3rd and 4th kids. We often just give the 4th kid, he comes for free or she comes for free. We've done that many times. Okay. How often do you get kids that are rambunctious and all over the place, and how often do you get the disgruntled parents? Not often. No, a craft club is an extracurricular activity, so the kids are there because they want to be there, not because they have to be there. You're not a what do you call it, aftercare, what do you call it? Childcare. You don't do facility. You're not doing childcare. This is an activity, and the parents are happy to pay for something that their children enjoy. It makes the whole atmosphere positive, and it's relaxed from the start. So if you'd like to have extra peace of mind, you could include a policy sheet in the enrollment pack that families get to sign that outlines a certain couple of things during the class. But that way, so you could do it that way, and then parents and everybody's on the same page from the beginning. If something ever comes up, you can handle it easily and more professionally. But we have never encountered that. Most of the time when kids get restless and act out, it's because they're bored or finding the project too tricky. And when the activities are fun, hands-on, and developmentally appropriate for their age, they stay engaged and happy. But it's not always perfect. And we do have trainings on how to deal with children that do act out, and but it's different. As I mentioned earlier, kids are different, and for some children to take them away would work really well, and to just have them on the side versus other children that might cause a little bit of stress for them. So you'll get to know your kids in your classes, and and it's okay to chat to parents and just ask them for advice and say, okay, this has happened. How do you usually deal with that? And parents they know their children. So, but we've never really had big issues, to be honest. It's not, but there are many teachers within the community, and you can always ask a question there, and you'll see them leaning in with years of experience.
Yeah, someone posted recently in our membership about this, and then they had a discussion. They asked for advice. They had a discussion with the parent, and then at the end of the day, the parents did, they decided together, but the kid, they realized the kid just didn't enjoy the classes.
Didn't want to be there.
He was just he just wanted to do the sporty stuff. He didn't like working with his hands, so they made the decision together to remove him from the program. All right, so payment, running an after-school craft club through schools. How does payment work? So I think we've covered this one a little bit. So just ask the school how payment works for the other extracurricular activities and follow suit. Just do what's easy for the parents and what they're accustomed to.
What if you live in a place where they don't have a lot of money? Okay, it's important to see what the going rate is for classes in your area. Look at chess and at tennis, and if $25 is higher than the norm, bring your price down. Make sure it is affordable for parents. And then eliminate optional extras or nice to haves. Don't buy expensive glitter and stickers, and you can keep the cost down with buying basic supplies and sticking to recycled materials. If your class is affordable for most families, but not all, you could do fundraiser challenge. There's one inside the CCC Academy to raise funds for a few kids who cannot afford the classes. You can also find out about grants. Many of our members do have grants as well. There are loads of opportunities out there once you start looking.
All right, what do you do when schools already have an after-school program? So that is great, because it means that there's demand for it and people are willing to pay for it. So that's awesome, and you can just slot right in. If you're worried about standing out, as we discussed earlier, offering STEM-based crafting is different than arts, different than anything out there. So that would be a nice way to differentiate yourself. And some of the schools that we are in have two types of teachers offering, like the one school that has two different ballet clubs, and some kids like that teacher and some kids that like that teacher, and they're both full. Or both clubs are full. So there's always room. Don't assume that it's a no if there's already a craft club at that school.
Yeah, it's so personal. Okay, the best place to find cheap supplies. Okay, so you can use the supply directory to find wholesale and discounted supplies near you. We shared it earlier. How do you staff all of the locations? Okay, so if you grow to teach at multiple locations and you have a team of teachers helping you, there's a whole training on how to do that. And we always say use the same lesson plan across all locations that week to standardize the experience, but also just to make prepping and your life easier for yourself, and that you can only focus on one thing, and you batch prep everything in one go. And we also have, there's trainings on how to get people to how to hire teachers and staff to help you, how
Job
to manage
specs,
them,
all of it.
job specs. It's all in there. We have found that hiring teachers work best because most of them are already in the school system. So they actually help you find students. They'll actually help you branch out your opportunity, and they're comfortable with kids. So it makes it really easy for them. We've actually, one of our teachers, she's working a lot less now that she's one of our teachers, because she's got this opportunity and it pays well, and she doesn't have to run around, and she's got more time for her own children. So it's by branching out and growing, it's this big snowball effect. It's you growing, but it's also giving opportunity to teachers and them growing, and then also the children, you're spreading your net wider and teaching them all these amazing super skills. So that snowball is just amazing. And that's what it's about for us as well, with having more people do this, because ultimately it's about the children and the impact and the super skills that they learn away from screens. And it's just, it's something that we are very passionate about. Okay, do you make a sample of each craft? Do you want to take that one?
You can.
Okay, each craft, I'm on a roll to show the kids an example. That depends. I would say sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. You need to test your supplies and the craft ahead of time to make sure it works the way you want it to work. It's nice to have a sample to give kids an idea of what they're working towards, but it also sometimes restricts their creativity.
Yeah.
So it's completely up to you. If it is something like we recently did seed bombs with the children, where we made seed bombs in a egg carton container, the actual creativity of what that looked like at the end wasn't that great, because it ended up being seed bombs inside a container and they decorated really nicely. So we actually did show an example there, just to show them what it is they're working towards, and it had a nice little bow on top, and it was a nice present for adults. But sometimes, like when we did the hobby horse, for instance, we didn't bring an example along because we didn't want to show them that we were actually doing a hobby unicorns, because some kids actually made unicorns, some made horses, others made dinosaurs, and the creativity was just unbelievable. So sometimes it depends. It depends.
All right. Next question is $25 for a class is a lot. What would be appropriate cost in my country? So we showed that example that even at a lower cost per class, it can still be a super profitable business for you. So what we recommend is to do research to see what other clubs in your area are charging for similar activities. And it could be anything, like go to the school and just do some research and see what they are charging. You'll see it's more or less the same. And then you can pitch your pricing around there.
Go back to that calculation, or have a look inside the training and look at the calculation, and then just put in the number of whatever your currency is. We're not in a strong currency and we still make really good money. So you put in that number, you times it by the number of kids that's going to attend. So X times the number of kids that attends per week, that gives you your weekly rate times 4. That gives you your monthly rate per class. And say you do 15 kids in a class, that gives you your monthly rate. And then you say how many classes you want. So you just do that calculation, put in your number, and see if that's something that is worth your while. But you'll find that even if they're in a lower currency country or in a small town, you'll find that it's a numbers game. You might just have to do a little bit more kids per class, but it's still worthwhile because your expenses are so low. It's hardly anything. Okay.
Do I need a waiver for the kids attending? Yes, a waiver is always a good idea, and no matter where you're teaching. This can be included in your enrollment process. If you're handling signups online, you can have a checkbox on your sign-up page as well. And we have the sample waiver inside the CCC Academy under the resources section.
I just want to see, okay, so there are still loads of eyes on us here. Okay, and I see lots of questions coming in. All right, let's carry on. How do you incorporate this into an after-school option when most schools already charge for this? Niche down, differentiate yourself. So if it is that the school already offers art at the school, you can offer STEM-based craft classes, as we mentioned, or something that's unique that isn't already included in the curriculum. And if it is, you can differentiate it by being you. Just make it different. And as Stefania mentioned with the ballet at our school, at kids' school, I mean, there are 2 ballet teachers and both are doing really well. And I've heard little girls in my son's class saying, I love that teacher. And then I've heard others saying, I love that teacher. And that's great.
Yeah, people like to learn from different people. What about having enough scissors and glue sticks for each kid? Kids can share.
Buy a bunch and then have them share.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We actually have an image where we show that it used to be in our deck, but now we don't show it anymore. But where children is around a set of tempera paints, and I think it's like 4 kids per paint block.
Yeah.
And we had the biggest class, and kids don't mind. And I was worried. I was like, oh, we can't have, too little paint. And it was just in the middle of them and nobody cared.
They can share.
Yeah, they can share. Okay, how to approach parents who think that as someone who doesn't have much experience, who is just starting. So if you're passionate about what you do, parents don't mind whether you've got the experience or not. If the kids are loving it, it doesn't matter. And then if you partner with schools, you get instant credibility. You'll find that very few parents actually ask that question. Yeah, you get instant credibility as being partnered with the school.
Okay, we've covered that question. We've covered that question.
Okay, are there materials for the teacher on how to interact with the students? Okay, we've got lessons inside the academy that talk you through how to interact with students, and then also how to pace yourself with lessons, with the steps. If you haven't taught before, it's just good to go over these lessons and just to start small, start with smaller groups, do a soft launch, get your feet wet. And I'm an architect, Steph is an engineer. We had 0 teaching experience, and I don't even know what was going through my head when I started my first class. I didn't have a clue. I just winged it, but I loved it and the kids loved it. And that is I think that was what shined. And I had my friends' kids sign up first. They were the first to sign up, and they attended the classes. They had a great time. They stayed for years, and their friends joined and they stayed for years. So, and then it just grew, and we started at schools, and the rest was history, and we branched out to 61 locations. But the reality is that if I can do it with 0 experience and in teaching, then anybody can do it.
Absolutely. Can you talk more about online classes, please? So you could teach live classes on Zoom or similar, or have a library of pre-recorded videos for your students to access. I'd say live classes are great because they give you the opportunity to engage with your students and give them a real-time feedback and assistance if they need it. But recorded videos are also great because then you can batch prepare them ahead of time. Maybe you can record 4 lessons in one day, and the whole month is covered if you give them 1 lesson per week. And you can also have an online membership where lessons get dripped into their library automatically so that you don't have to lift a finger. So it all depends on which way you want to go with your online classes.
The batch recorded ones work well also because children are not always available. Their schedules are so busy, so they're not always available at certain times. We've got a library of lessons that my son enjoys, and I often on a Sunday afternoon I would put a lesson on for him. It's slow paced and he follows the steps, and he recently did a whole art gallery, what do you call it, art show, and he sold his art to the friends and family, mostly to grandparents, and he made some money with it. But it took him about a month where he was like just focusing and doing his art and just preparing for that, and it's wonderful. I mean, it gave him a lot of purpose, and it was so much fun. Okay, what social medias do you guys recommend for promotion? It depends on where your parents in your local area hang out. So if they're in a Facebook community group, advertise there. If you have WhatsApp groups, advertise there. If you have, try and figure out where your clients are. That's the most important part. If you think you're going to just post on Facebook and fill your class, then do not think that. Mm-hmm. It's a myth, and I want to bust it, because social media's algorithms are unfortunately not great. Paid advertising to fill classes is not something that we would recommend. We would rather say lean into your local community.
Word of mouth, schools, networks.
Yeah.
When approaching, I'm like, you're doing so well, keep going. When approaching the schools, do you just contact the individual schools, or do you need to reach out to the Board of Education first? So this is interesting because some of our members, most of our members just go straight to the schools, but some of our members have got into districts and then they have access to all the schools. So it depends how you want to do it, but I think just targeting schools and chatting to them and hearing how their process works to get in is a good first step.
Does anyone have lower pricing or discounts for lower income families, or say first responders, teachers, military discounts? People don't usually expect discounts. They want to support you. If they can't afford it, run a fundraiser and support lower income families that way. If you want to offer discounts and that's something that you want to do, then yes, go for that. Go for it. It's completely up to you. But a fundraiser works really well because then those who are more fortunate can then sponsor low. They don't necessarily need to know who they're sponsoring, but they can subsidize other children in the class. And you can still run a business that supports you and your family as well. It needs to be ultimately viable for you. If you want to do an NGO type of a non-profit and do it purely for the community and for purpose, then that's also completely up to you. It depends on what your why is and what you want to do with your
we've got an American member who offers online classes for kids in India for free, and that's just, she's so passionate about it.
She also has 6 kids and a pig,
and she has her hands full, and she's amazing. She's amazing. Okay, so what has been your greatest challenge or roadblock with hosting a craft club at school? This is a nice trip down memory lane. I have to say our wait list, having too many kids interested and turning people away is never easy. And then I'm thinking back now to when we started. We thought that every single school would just say yes, and that doesn't happen. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you need to, sometimes it's a numbers game, like I said earlier, but sometimes you need to keep hustling a little bit. So they would say no at first, or they would block you.
Oh my.
Oh
no. Here goes our plant.
Oh gosh. Okay. They would block you and say no, the principal's busy or the decision maker is busy. And then you need to keep, nurturing that relationship, because things at schools change. Mm-hmm. Where they would once say no, absolute hard no, then a few months or even years later it's completely different, and they welcome us in, and the staff changes, mm-hmm. and the demand changes, and so yes, I think when you start approaching schools, you need to realize that it's you need to approach a few. Not everyone will say no, and that a no is not a no. A no is just like no for now, not no for always.
Yep, it's the long game.
Yeah.
Do you still teach classes or focus on teaching others like us now? We've got a team of ladies who run our classes. I'm still actively involved in our club. We still design our own lesson plans, and we run our own club here locally. We've got our beautiful studio where we run classes and at schools. And as I mentioned earlier, our one of our teachers is now, she went from a temporary post to a full-time post teaching at schools with us. And yeah, it's that ripple effect is just amazing.
Where do you store and carry your supplies? So we store all of our stuff in our studio, but
we prep in our studio as well.
Yeah, we prep there too. But our members have great ideas for this. And someone posted recently that they bought one of those beach wagons, and they just transport everything in the beach wagons. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like those. Yeah. And that's genius. Like that makes a lot of sense. But we also, when we started teaching at schools and multiple places, we thought that how would we carry all of this stuff? Our backs are going to fall or break. And we realized that you can be very clever. We've got a whole lesson in the academy where we share our little tricks. We take you in the studio with the camera, and we're like, these are the water bowls, these are the things, and there's some quick little tricks that you can change that just makes everything so much easier. And we learned, that's the stuff that we learned the hard way.
Yeah,
so we share all that with you.
For example, your water trays, your water bowls, initially we had quite heavy water bowls, and we would take that with. Now we've got these round plastic water trays, and they fit on top of each other.
And they're flat.
So the kids are light. The kids can reach and put their brush in, and they can't pull it over and have an accident and tears being shed. And it's really easy. You just put them on top of each other. You take them to the basin, you clean them, or you fill them with water and you bring them back on top of each other. You can stack 6 or 7 of them on top of each other if you need that many. And then we love using these plastic, not plastic, they're made out of I don't know what, but cheap transport bags that you put your blankets in, because they're really strong. And if they light. They're super light. And if there's paint or things being, spilled on the inside, it's a non-issue. We fold up our tablecloth, we pop it in there, so we've got 2 of them, one for the dry supplies, and then one for the crayons and the paint and those kinds of things. And 2 bags, off you go, super easy. Okay, should you off a package or pay for 8 classes and get a free class? So we do not suggest a pay per class option unless you want to just have a launch and do 1 pay per class. We always say group them together as a session or a bunch of classes, and we're not fans of discounts. People do not expect discounts. Price yourself competitively, make it affordable for your parents, and just keep it simple. As soon as you start offering too many price points and have they paid for that class, have they not paid, the people are used to paying in bulks sessions. That's usually the norm. But find out once again what is the norm in your town or where you are, and do that.
Do you repeat the lessons annually? So you can absolutely repeat the lessons if you've got a new group of kids, but you can also recycle old lessons and add a twist. Like our members are super creative with this. So you can turn a hopping bunny into hopping frogs, or turn a giant heart into a giant pumpkin, or just be creative.
Yeah. But we do change. We always have new lessons. And we do recycle them. Okay, let's see. Niche ideas, STEM, art. It depends on what your passion is. And then how much capital is required if you start from home. So we did the back of a napkin exercise initially. And if you start from home, your venue is for free. So you would need some basic supplies. And have a look at that lesson again earlier up and it's also inside the 30-day challenge, and you can work out exactly what it is you need. But it's It's not a lot. It's not like an expensive franchise. It's a membership. So you don't have to, it's not like starting a bakery where you need a whole bunch of expensive equipment. It really is, it depends on what you have in your house already. If you can start around your dining room table, or if it is that you need to purchase certain things, it's completely up to your current situation.
So there's a question about the session. So when you say pay upfront for the session, say it's a 12-week session, are you asking for the parents to pay that $25 to $35 weekly fee upfront? So many of our members do, but what's most common is a 6-week session. So they break it up in about 5 or 6 weeks, and then parents are happy to pay. But we do have members, and we charge for the full 12 weeks.
We sometimes charge, our system works in 4 blocks per year.
Yeah.
And our last block at the moment is only seven classes, but the last one before that was 11 classes. So it depends on your system, and
see how the school does it, and then, or if you are teaching from sorry.
Yes, exactly that.
If you're teaching from
the words
somewhere
out of my
else,
mouth.
still research what the schools are doing. Even if you have a studio, or you're teaching from home, or you're teaching at the community center, so to see what people are used to, because you don't have to reinvent this. Just see what's happening already, and then fall in with that.
Can I really start this at age 68?
Yes, it's the perfect business. Absolutely.
If you've got energy, I would also ask, are you used to working with children? If you are, 100% yes. If you're not used to working with children, if you're not used to being around children, then you might find that you will feel like you're 48 very quickly, because they will make you feel alive. But I would say then start a little bit smaller. So it depends on your background.
Now we have members who just do this with their grandchildren for fun.
Our first teacher when we started, our first teacher that we employed was 65. Do you remember?
Mm.
We went to her house and we met her, and she was 65 and when she started with us. Okay. If you have extra space in your property to get started right away, would you use that until you can set up and start with schools? Absolutely. It's nice to have space in your property, once again, just to set it up and have your supplies there and have a place to prep. And then, but I wouldn't spend all my energy setting that up and then reach out to schools. We always say that schools are your number one opportunity, because once you're in at 1 or 2 schools, then you can set up your home studio, and you'll find that trust building relationship is there, and you might run night classes there or later classes there. We have a studio, fixed studio, and we run classes there, and then we're also at schools, and they both work well. But our school classes do fill up. They are bigger. They fill up instantly, versus our studio, we find that they don't fill up that.
So I see there's a few questions about lesson plans. So inside the CCC Academy, if you follow the 30-day challenge, you'll see we have a starter bundle of 10 lesson plans that we've given you as part of the membership to do your launch classes and your soft launch classes. And we've given you 3 freebie lesson plans as well during the session today. But then if you if you need more lesson plans, then we have some additional things available inside the membership, that additional extras for those who need it to help you make progress easier and faster, like a lesson plan curriculum. So we'll give you all of the details inside the CCC Academy, and we have the whole 30-day journey mapped out for you as soon as you get in. So you don't have to worry about that right now. Just get in and start the 30-day challenge, and just follow the process, trust the process, and everything will make sense.
Okay, and then are we done?
Oh, I see there's some new members joining us. Welcome to the CCC Academy.
Welcome.
I see the team was still adding a few. I just want to make sure that we've reached the bottom. Let's just make sure we haven't missed anything.
If we missed your question, please send us an email, post it in the Facebook group, reach out to us, send us smoke signals. We are here to help. We will answer your questions. We cannot see.
I see there's one or two that we haven't. Let me just, or maybe we'll just repeat them. So what is the difference between the monthly and the yearly membership? So you get the same courses, resources, and community. Everything is the same. The only difference is with the annual option, you save 2 months. So it's cheaper, and you also get the extra bonus. And that extra bonus is 200 plus social media posts done for you, social media posts for Arts and Crafts Club. So highly recommend the annual option because it works out cheaper and you get that awesome bonus. Is there anything else, Crystal? What's the difference between a membership and a subscription? It's exactly the same thing. The membership is just it's the community, it's the membership, and the subscription is just the way we bill for the membership. Does that make sense?
Is there a way to create lesson plans or curriculum for the CC Academy? You can use our template and create your own lesson plans. And once again, we have a curriculum inside that you can get access to. But once again, start with what we are giving you to get your club up and to launch, and then just follow the process. And then you can, if you want to make your life a lot easier, you can purchase the curriculum if that's something that you want, if you want to save time. Can you purchase the curriculum only? We do offer a big discount for people who are members. So I would recommend sign up as a member first, and then you will get access to the big discount if it is something that you are interested in.
All right. Thank you so much for everyone's kind comments. I'm just reading through here, and you are so lovely. And there's a question about how much is the 30-day challenge. So the 30-day challenge is included in the CCC Academy. It's not an additional cost, and it's awesome. It's awesome. You can take it at your own pace, and we've got a task per day mapped out for you. And we have refined that 30-day challenge for many years, and it really is the shortest way for you to create a club and get started with ticking all of the boxes. So you're going to love it.
Just scrolling back through the comments. I've joined.
Amazing. Welcome to the club.
Great. Thank you for all the information. I'm here. Woohoo.
Awesome. So lovely seeing you all here.
Thank you for answering my questions.
Thanks so much for being here with us.
Thank you everyone for joining us live today.
Is there anything else we haven't covered in terms of questions?
If we have, please send us an email. We really did try to answer all the questions. And I think let's end with some closing thoughts. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, so we started this workshop by saying that this is about freedom, creativity, and going from feeling overwhelmed and scared to finally getting started with confidence. And this is exactly what the CCC Academy will do for you. Now is the time to get started. We've said it many times today, no matter where you are in your journey, no matter if you are 20 or 68 years old, and this is exactly what the CCC Academy will do for you. Even if you're thinking this sounds amazing, but maybe next year will be a better time, just imagine what you would have achieved by next year. Imagine what you will have achieved in 2 months from now. One of our members joined, and in 3 months, she managed to get into 5 locations, and she is thriving. And just start now. Believe us that we've been there, and we want you to know that there is a different way to allow you to create a club and a life that you love. And we truly, truly hope to see you inside the CCC Academy. You can click on the link that we shared to become a member. Enrollment will only be open for a few days. Let's do this. We cannot wait to meet you inside and see all the amazing things that you are going to achieve and all the little lives that you're going to touch through creativity.
Thank you everyone for joining. There are still so many eyes on us.
We appreciate
I'm going to play the video that we started off with for those who joined a few minutes late, and we're going to greet you now. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you everyone. Have you ever had that feeling that you want to do something meaningful? You want to make a bigger impact? You want to share your love for creativity with those in your community, but you hesitate, you hold back for whatever reason? We've been there, we know how you feel. My sister and I had completely different lives before we started our Kids Crafting Club. We were overworked, stressed out, and we had zero flexibility. Something had to change. So we took the leap and we started our own Kids Crafting Club. It wasn't easy from the start, but we learned, and now we know what works and what doesn't. Once we had a winning recipe for success, we started rolling out more and more clubs, helping women embrace their dreams of growing as creative leaders.
This led to a ripple effect which impacted thousands of little lives through creative crafting. Women helping kids develop confidence to create and experiment, allowing them to thrive as critical thinkers and problem solvers. We started dreaming of sharing our learnings with even more women across the globe. And that's how the Creative Crafting Club was born. An inclusive program that teaches women worldwide how to start and grow their very own kids' crafting clubs. Because we believe that now more than ever people need connection. People need community and the power of creativity. And we believe that we as passion-driven creatives need to roll up our sleeves to stand up for our purpose and to make a positive impact on the children in our communities. Now is the time to do what you love. Now is the time to make a change and go for it. And our goal is simple. Our goal is to equip you with a proven plan to start and grow your own kids' crafting club, to create more freedom and flexibility, more impact, and to inspire creativity in our youth. It's about reducing stress, doubt, and fear. It's about doing something you are passionate about. It's about designing a life that will allow you to be more present in the lives of those who matter most when they need you most. A Kids Crafting Club creates a safe environment for kids and families to connect with one another in a meaningful way, to explore, to develop, and create. We truly believe that we are better together, and we'd be honored to help you to use your passion for crafting and creativity to make the difference you were born to make. Let's get started.